Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Wednesday marked the opening of Missouri's new legislative session. Perry County officials are facing a deadline this month to see how they're going to protect the grotto sculpin. Plus, Mineral Area College will be offering free computer classes. All of these stories are coming up.
Showers and thunderstorms, warmer weather and cooler weather on the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know coming up.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. Wednesday marked the beginning of a new legislative session in the Missouri House and Senate. 144th District State Representative Paul Fitzwater told 18 Eyewitness News that he was pleased to have the veterans legislation passed, as well as the Doe Run payout, and signed by the governor last year. Now this year, Paul will introduce legislation focused on state employee evaluations.
If the state employee is going to be evaluated, you need to be evaluated by a supervisor and not by a coworker. And especially in the Department of Corrections, there's some of that going on where a coworker is evaluating other workers or other coworkers.
Fitzwater says he also expects to see education reform legislation.
Speaker Jones, Tim Jones, it's one of his priorities is some education reform. And I'm sure we're going to see several things come through the Missouri House about education reform. Again, being a former teacher, I tend to try and do what's good for public education, so I'll continue to work hard with that.
The 2013 legislative session also marks the first time in Missouri's history that Republicans hold veto-proof majorities in both the House and the Senate. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, what's on tap?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. It was not a bad day at all here in southeast Missouri. We saw some rain overnight last night here in a few areas, and we saw some sunshine today, but clouds as well. What's in store for southeast Missouri? Well, we'll let you know coming up. But right now, currently here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 40s, 43 in Festus, 44 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 45, as well as in Piedmont, Van Buren 44, and 50 right now in Poplar Bluff. Showers and thunderstorms off and on the rest of tonight. Temperature around 49 degrees at 7 p.m., 48 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 46. How long will these showers and thunderstorms last? I'll let you know coming up later in weather.
Perry County officials are facing a deadline this month to show what they're doing to protect the grotto sculpin. The 2.5-inch fish is believed to live only in the underground cave streams of Perry County, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is considering designating the grotto sculpin as endangered. Executive Director of the Perry County Economic Development Authority, Scott Sattler, has been headlining up and the planning process.
What we're doing as a community is developing a community plan to work with U.S. Fish and Wildlife to show all the good things we've done over the last 10, 20 years and things we're continuing to do to help the environment, help the water quality, and therefore help the fish.
Sattler says U.S. Fish and Wildlife is gathering information before making a determination.
They can either decide that it is endangered, it is threatened, or no action needs to be required. So right now it's just in the review process. We're going to gather all the scientific data, all the community data, and all the economic data to make a determination.
Sattler says the U.S. Fish and Wildlife review was triggered by a settlement agreement stemming from a lawsuit by Wild Earth Guardians, an Arizona environmental group. Well, for the first time ever, Mineral Area College will be offering continuing education classes at their Fredericktown Outreach Center. Director Pam Watkins tells 18 Eyewitness News that the center's recent expansion has made it possible to present the courses.
We've got some additional funding through the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, and we're using that to provide free computer classes. We'll have 6 free computer classes down at Fredericktown. And then we also have some gardening classes down there and a quilting class.
However, Pam points out the free computer classes may not be offered much longer.
This will probably be the last semester that we'll be able to offer free computer classes, so I'm trying to encourage everyone to get out there and see what we have available and get signed up as soon as you can so that we can fill up these classes and make the most of this opportunity.
Pam says there are also free continuing education computer classes at the Park Hills campus. For more information or a link to sign up, click this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. Tickets are now available for the 3rd annual Valentine's for Veterans concert on February 15th in Poplar Bluff. Acting Chief of Voluntary Services at the Pershing VA Medical Center, Donna Reynolds, tells 18 Eyewitness News that Aaron Tippin will headline the concert.
All plans are well in hand. Aaron Tippin will be here. He'll be doing a site visit here to the hospital to visit our veteran patients who are here.
Donna says the concert is free, but tickets are required. They'll be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis with priority given to Gold Star family members, those who have lost a family member in the service, veterans, their families, and the general public.
We figure the price has already been paid by the veterans, and also a great many service organizations in the area have helped to cover the costs of it.
The Valentine's for Veterans concert is February 15th at Poplar Bluff's Black River Coliseum. Now you can find out how to get tickets by clicking this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, the St. Francis County Ambulance District is calling February 9th Save Your Sweetheart Day. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
February 9th is Save Your Sweetheart Day. St. Francis County Ambulance District Education Coordinator Randy Davis tells 18 Eyewitness News it's an opportunity to learn adult, child, and infant CPR.
To make sure we get as many people taught CPR in the community as possible. The more people that know bystander CPR, the greater the chance of survival of someone who can survive a cardiac arrest.
Davis says they'll be offering 2 training sessions at Memorial United Methodist Church in Farmington for only $5 and the donation of a heart-healthy food item.
Anybody at any age can learn CPR, whether they be a teenager, whether they be a preteen, or whether they be somebody that's 80 years old, for example. No matter, you're never too old or too young to learn CPR.
Davis says the morning session runs from 9 until noon and the afternoon session from 1 until 4. Class size is limited to 30 students, and you'll find registration information by clicking this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. A St. Anne man will go on trial April 29th on charges of delivery of a controlled substance. 27-year-old Justin Bales was arrested in July following the death of 18-year-old Vanna Barton of Bellevue. Her boyfriend told police that Bales came to the Ironton motel where the pair were staying and injected Barton with heroin just before she died. She was found unresponsive the next day. Bales will go before Circuit Judge Kelly Wayne Parker in a Reynolds County courtroom after his change of venue motion was granted. Judge Parker also stipulated the deadline to make a plea bargain is March 4th. Charges are expected following a stabbing that injured 2 Stoddard County men recently. According to Sheriff Carl Hefner, deputies were dispatched to County Road 527 Monday morning shortly after 9 when an argument between 2 family members led one man to stab the other. Following the initial wound, the stabbing suspect appears to have stabbed himself. Then one of the men called for an ambulance. The victim received multiple stab wounds and was taken to by Air Evac to a Cape Girardeau hospital. Sheriff Hefner said the name of the suspect would not be released until formal charges have been filed.
Showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for your Thursday. We'll give you all the details when we come back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Looking at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. We're going to see those thunderstorms off and on tonight and tomorrow. Some could be on the strong side, so don't be surprised if you hear a strong rumble of thunder here or there. Warm air sticks around through Saturday, but colder air comes in on Sunday, and a wintry mix is possible both Sunday and Monday. Currently here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 40s, 43 in Festus, 44 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown. Right now is at 45, as well as in Piedmont. Van Buren 44 and 50 right now in Poplar Bluff. Currently here at the studio, we have some showers out there with current temperature of 50 degrees. Feels like 50 with a current dew point 31, 47% humidity. That wind right now northeast at 7 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Thursday, we'll get those showers pushing in from the south. Some rumble of thunder as well. That's going to be off and on for your Thursday. For tonight, temperatures in the lower 40s to upper 30s in southeast Missouri with showers and thunderstorms. East wind 5 to 10. Then for tomorrow, temperatures could be above 60 in some areas, near 60 in most areas, though. Southeast wind 5 to 10, showers and thunderstorms continue, and they're going to continue throughout the evening hours tomorrow as well. On your Friday, partly sunny, 65. Good day for outdoor activities if you're going out and about. Saturday and Sunday is going to be wet, 60 on Saturday, but as that cold front pushes through, on Sunday we will see a wintry mix, 36 degrees, 35 and a wintry mix possible on Monday, 35 on Tuesday, partly sunny and mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high of 36. Another look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. We'll see a high of 60 degrees with some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder on Saturday, low of 30. As that cold front pushes through, we're going to see much cooler air on Sunday with a high of 36 and a wintry mix. That's checking your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab.
Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri looks back at this past summer, where we knew it was dry and we're still dealing with the drought conditions today. But now the National Weather Service says 2012 was the warmest year on record in St. Louis. The city recorded an average temperature of 61.2 degrees for last year. That's a full 1.1 degree higher than the previous mark set back in 1921. Also in St. Louis, authorities are warning of a new halogenic drug that has begun circulating in the area. The synthetic drug known as N-bomb or Smiles looks and acts like LSD and has been linked to deaths in 5 states. The drug is derived from methicillin. Police say N-bomb is dangerous, growing in popularity, and for now, perfectly legal. Warren County authorities have a lot of stuff to sort through. They arrested George Augusta III for 5 burglaries, but while in custody, he told detectives about 23 more. The sheriff says there's thousands of dollars worth of stuff that they're trying to identify to get back to owners. Augusta told authorities that he committed the robberies to make his child support payments, but authorities suspect he's fueling a drug addiction. The case against a SEMO University professor charged with cheating at the Cape Girardeau Casino has been stalled. Roger Apron was scheduled to be in court on Tuesday, but the proceeding was canceled when he asked for a new judge. Apron is accused of cheating at blackjack by capping bets, which occurs when a gambler adds to a bet after receiving the cards. And finally, one Jesus apparently wasn't enough for thieves who swiped 4 from Cape Girardeau County Parks Hospital or Holiday of Lights displays. The figures were stolen from various displays that adorned the park during the holiday season. The figures belong to the Knights of Columbus, the Monticello House in Jackson, and Southside Baptist Church. Police have no suspects in the leads. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, Dr. Bill Meyer tackles how to handle one of the most painful situations a parent of a daughter can face. That's coming up on Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Do you know what's going to happen in the stock market this year? How about housing? What about oil prices? It's time to get your guesses together and compare them to those of experts on Wall Street. Predictions 2013 just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge, where caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
When parents are hit with the most difficult challenges life can throw their way, how they respond can make all the difference in the world. As psychologist and family expert Dr. Bill Meyer explains, it's during these times that children need parents the most.
I just couldn't do it. Like, the words would be right there. I would feel them on my mouth, and I couldn't say it to her.
From the time you bring a little girl into the world, it's a fear that may lurk in the back of your mind.
It's like a parent's worst nightmare, and you think, as you're raising your child, and especially a daughter, you just, what if?
There's no real sugarcoating that you can put on it, and so you end up just kind of blurting it out. I'm pregnant.
Responding to a daughter's unexpected pregnancy is one of the most difficult trials a parent can face.
I know that she needs me right now, and I can't say the wrong thing. I know. And so I just told her, honey, you're just going to have to excuse me a minute. I'm going to have to leave the room, and I'll be back. Don't worry.
When you first hear the news, you may be tempted to lash out in anger. But what you say at this moment will affect your daughter for the rest of her life.
So when it finally surfaced, I was in a position to kind of think about, you know, if you're ever going to do something right.
That child doesn't stop being our child. And so when do they need our love more? When they're down,
when they've made a mistake? Don't they need us more?
This is no time for condemnation. Your daughter will face many important decisions in the days to come, and she will need all the support you can provide.
Consider the ramifications to her life if you don't accept her at that moment, and you don't just, throw your arms around her and say, I'm here for you.
I'm Dr. Bill Meyer for Focus on the Family.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. Every year, experts predict what's going to happen over the next 12 months, especially when it comes to your money. Today, money reporter Stacy Johnson gives us some ideas from a top economist and from regular folks as well.
As one year ends and another begins, the experts on Wall Street are always falling all over themselves to predict the year ahead. But are those experts really any smarter than people just walking down the street? For years now, we've conducted an annual experiment by getting predictions from Wall Street experts and people like you. Let's start with the stock market. What the heck is going to happen in 2013? We asked Dr. Richard Silla, economics professor and chairman of the Museum of American Finance, what he thinks is going to happen to stocks in 2013.
I'm an optimist. I think the stock market next year may go up about 10% for the year, and probably the indexes will set new all-time highs.
That's the expert prediction. What does Main Street say?
I think stocks will go up 5% this year.
So Wall Street says stocks up 10% this year. Main Street says up 5%. Now for a toughie, what's going to happen to the price of oil? The Energy Information Administration is forecasting oil prices for 2013 are going to be a little lower than 2012, averaging about $88 a barrel. How does Main Street see it?
Probably be like around 120, I think, a barrel.
Okay, now one final prediction. Housing prices. Real estate site Zillow surveyed more than 100 economists, real estate experts, and market strategists. The consensus? Home value is going to go up in 2013 by about 2.5%. Here's a prediction from Main Street.
I think they're going to go up by 3%.
Okay, now we've got our predictions down, both from Main Street and from here on Wall Street. Meet me here next year. We're going to see who is smarter. In the meantime, if you want more information, just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for 2013 predictions. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And like Stacy said, he's got more information, lots of links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, while questions still remain about the middle infield, the Cardinals are very solid at the corners. Mizzou's Cagers are successful in their SEC debut, and the Blues are primed for a run at Lord Stanley's Cup. It's all coming up here in sports.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For all the question marks that surround Cardinals' middle infield situation, the club has security and stability at its corner infield spots. Both Alan Craig and David Freese took critical steps last year to lock down their respective positions. After recovering from offensive knee surgery, Craig went on to appear in a career-high 119 games, most of them which were at first base, and he finished the season as the club's cleanup hitter. Across the diamond, David Freese played a career-high 144 games and became a first-time All-Star and finished the year batting .293. While the Mizzou football team had a bumpy first season in the SEC, The basketball squad looks to be one of the better teams in the conference. The Tigers dismantled Alabama Tuesday night, a final of 84-68. Jabari Brown hit a career-high 5 straight three-pointers after an early miss, and Phil Pressey responded for after a shaky first half, and he hit up 11 points and 13 assists. Mizzou is back in action Saturday evening when they travel to Oxford and take on Ole Miss. The St. Louis Blues emerged as a legitimate Stanley Cup contender last season, winning the Central Division. And hockey experts believe they can carry that breakout success right into the shortened 2013 season. The NHL's condensed schedule will put more of a strain on the goalies, but the Blues will benefit from having 2 quality netminders, Yaroslav Halak and Brian Elliott. St. Louis will also start the season healthy and at full strength, giving the Blues ample firepower and even more strength on the power play. And that's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you at the news desk.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Look at your forecast for the rest of this evening. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms off and on for the rest of the evening. We'll see a temperature of 49 degrees at 7 p.m., 48 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 46. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. Newswatch is next. Please join us for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.